Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I have eventually now unlocked Berlin. Now, I've set up a route. I was going to do it from Dusseldorf, but then I thought, it's going to take so long, because it took me 2 streams to get from Dusseldorf to Nuremberg. So, as I've unlocked Nuremberg, I thought I'd start this ride from Nuremberg. So we're stopping at Nuremberg, then we're going to Prague, then we're going to Dresden, and then we're going to Berlin. So it's going to take more than one video. I'm going to stick with this bus because it's probably my favourite bus. I don't know why, I just really like it. Let's have a little look at some of these settings here. So let's see what weather options we've got. We've got sunny, rain, thunder. I haven't unlocked those two yet, so we can keep it as, I'm going to keep it as dynamic, which means it can change at any point. That's the time of the day. The date, obviously, the date's going to be, is going to make it sort of a, if like that is set in June, so it's going to be hopefully not so rainy. So there we go. So let's crack on, because it's going to be a long old trip. So this time we're not starting from Dresden. We're going to be starting from Nuremberg. Now I don't know if I'm going from Nuremberg depot and then heading to the pickup point, which I expect I probably am, because it's realistic. Yes, it looks like I am. So that's cool, because that's right in front of me. Alright, so we're going to open my door. I don't need to show you too much of the coach, do I? Because you know it. This one does have a toilet down there. So that's quite cool. So let's sit down. Let's close my door. Start my engine up. Nope. There we go. Let's turn on a few things while we're here, just to keep the passengers happy. There we go. Berlin via Prague and Dresden. Reading lights, passenger compartment lights. Let's see what it looks like with that on. Yeah, don't really need that on, I don't think. So we can turn them off. That's okay for the night. So we don't need them on. See, now they've gone off. Right, okay, let's set up the rest of my vehicle. Let's put me to dim. Okay, set them on. The retarder is something I believe that helps you slow down when you're want to slow down a bit. We can pop that on, see what that does, shall we? I've got everything I want on. Let's check my seat. Okay. Check that. Okay. Happy days. Cool. So we're all set. So let's get going. Let's take off my parking brake. And we'll put ourselves into drive. And away we go. I've turned down a few of the sounds on my bus, because I thought it was a little bit loud sometimes. I can't even hear myself sort of think. Nothing coming that way. We're all good. So we can head our way out. Gonna take our time, guys, as you know. We're gonna enjoy the ride, aren't we? So first thing we've got to do is pick up the passengers here at Nuremberg, and our first stop I believe is Prague. Yeah, as the more you do, the more you unlock in this game. I don't think I've unlocked any more buses yet, but I've unlocked a good few cities now. This is about my 5th trip, and I've already had over 10 hours of gameplay, and I've only done 5 trips. So again, for value for money, spot on. Why I like this coach is because of the high windscreen. I can see the lights and stuff like that. Looks a bit overcast, so I'm expecting some rain today. Yeah. So yeah, this is Nuremberg. We're not in Dresden today. I hope you're all doing well, guys. I hope you are liking these streams. I'm having so much fun with this game that I just can't stop sort of playing it. So I can only apologise for putting so many videos up on this game. Normally I put what, 2 or 3. Yeah, I can't help myself. I'm just enjoying it so much. But I promise I will slow down and not put so many of these ones up. Like I said, there is a few new games coming out. There's a tram sim, and I know that there's a new DLC with the train sim world, which I believe is a Midlands one, Nottingham, Derby, Leicester. So I will get those at some point. But at the moment I'm quite happy with this. It's such a big game. I'm taking my time around these tight corners, because over the last couple of videos you might see I've been struggling to sort of get around some of these corners, and I think it's only because I'm getting too comfortable with the game. And I think that's what's causing me problems. When you get too comfortable with a game, you become complacent. So I'm slowing down a bit to get things right. So I'd much rather get things right than anything else, really. Let's pop out. If I close that, can I open another compartment here? No. Okay, we'll open that one again. Right, so no one's got any baggage.
Moin. Ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig.
Okay, Matilda Wolf, where are you going? To Prague?
Sehr freundlich.
On you get, love. Hello, mate.
Hallo, bin ich hier richtig?
You're going to Dresden. Mason.
Vielen Dank.
On you get, mate. What about you, fella?
Ciao. Ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig.
Berlin. Ishmael.
Ciao.
Okay, mate.
Servus. Das Ticket. Bitte
Prague. Silas.
schön. Auf geht's.
Okay, mate.
Hallo, mein Ticket.
Ferdinand.
Danke sehr.
You're welcome, mate. You want to buy a ticket, do you?
Ich benötige noch ein
You're
Ticket.
going to Dresden. Lucky for you, we're stopping there.
Danke.
On you get, mate. Just seen your
Salut.
twin.
Sie wollen bestimmt mein Ticket sehen.
You're going to Nice. I don't think we're stopping now. I'll express check you.
Könnten Sie das Ticket stornieren?
Yeah,
Das
you're not
ist
with
gar
us,
nicht die
buddy.
richtige Linie.
Mahlzeit. Bin ich hier richtig?
Again, I don't think you're with us, mate.
Tut mir leid, aber Sie fahren ja gar nicht in meine Richtung.
What about
Hi,
you, love?
ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig.
Leah or Leia? Yep, you
Cool.
come.
Guten Tag. Fahren Sie in meine Richtung?
Kate,
Auf geht's.
on you get, love.
Grüezi. Bitte sehr.
Dresden, Andreas.
Dankeschön.
On you get, mate. So that's all my passengers, apart from them two. They're not scheduled on my bus. So let's lock that up. Got a couple of one bag in there, I think. There we go. On we pop. And let's get them welcomed aboard my bus.
Und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid
We
und
can
wir
close the
gemeinsam
doors.
unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren
Okay.
Sicherheitshinweisen
Wait for that
und
car to go
Infos zu
by.
unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot. Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein. Unser Reisetipp fürs Internet? Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein Problem. Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt ihr euer Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr eure nächste Fahrt auch gleich mobil buchen wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App und profitiert von exklusiven
We're stuck here because of that silver van.
Auf flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit. Natürlich wollen wir unseren Service ständig weiter verbessern. Für Feedback zu eurer Fahrt nutzt bitte den Fragebogen, den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken
Passengers
für
are on
eure
board.
Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus. Hello and welcome to Flixbus. We're glad to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today. Before we set off, we would like to share some information about the journey. The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus. Therefore,
I'm sure there'd be
please
a
keep your
few
seatbelt fastened
trees
throughout the
around
entire
here,
journey.
and obviously
In
there'd
the
be
seat pocket
people.
in front of you, you
They
will
just
find
seem to have left
information
them
card
out.
containing further safety instructions and details of our snacks and beverages. There's a restroom
Anyway,
located
let's get
in the
moving.
rear boarding area. If you would like to browse the internet free of charge, simply log on to our onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are
I'll tell you now, the voice speaking now, the English guy, is it
If
me?
you would like to book your next
Or does
journey
it sound like
online,
Dale Winton?
simply download our app onto your smartphone so you can take advantage of our many exclusive online discounts. For more information, simply visit flixbus.com or get in touch with us on Facebook. Of course, we're always striving to improve our service. Please use the questionnaire we sent you by email to give us feedback about your journey. You can also use it to share your suggestions, ideas, and requests. We're always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
It does, doesn't it? It really sounds like Dale Winton. Supermarket sweep. I'm sure it's not, because obviously I don't think he's with us anymore, but it still sounds like him. I like that building there to the right, the way it's sort of like run down a bit. It's quite cool. Wow, what a place to stop there, dude. So our first stop is Prague. Tower blocks there. Could be the East End of London, couldn't it? Not sure how many videos this is going to be, simply because it's going to be a fair old distance to oh, I can go Berlin via Prague. I think we're right perpetual at the moment. I think it will tell me. I've still got this wretched cough. I've had this cough since I had COVID about 2-3 weeks ago. I was positive to COVID again, and I've had this cough since. Right, let's give that guy a bit of space because he's obviously in the wrong lane. Countryside views there, look. Beautiful daisies and really nice. I don't know what the wildflowers are in Germany. Obviously in the UK we have daisies, we have daffodils, we have bluebells, pansies. I would have thought it's pretty much the same, because of the climate being pretty similar. This wants me to go to this lane, looking at the map. I'm going to try and take it nice and steady and try and minimise any sort of crashes or incidents, because again the last 2 videos when I went to Paris I had a few, but I think a lot of that was down to I was actually tired. I was really tired when I was playing them, but I feel okay today. It's Sunday morning and he hits the sign straight away as soon as I say all that. Look, but what can you do when they put all this stuff? Heading onto the motorway, no vehicle behind me, lovely. Off we pop. Looking forward to this trip. Looking forward to getting to Prague, Dresden and Berlin. What we got up ahead here? Is this my side of the road or is it that side? I think it's that side. And another thing happened. Had a few glitches on the Paris trip. We had a bit of stuttering, and obviously, I don't know, the traffic seemed really poor. Just kept crashing into me in the back of me, and it's just like, well, hang on a minute. Surely you wouldn't be like that in real life, surely. I will do Munich another day. I might do a Munich to Vienna. Okay. But again, did you notice on the last video, like this, why would they just do that? Why would they just pull right in front of me? and then if I'm going at a speed like 80, 90 miles an hour, I've got no option, have I? I cannot slow down that quick enough. Sometimes it was just silly. Like there was no space for them, but they still pushed their way in. It's just like, wow, I'm just glad I don't drive. Stuttgart up that way. I'm trying, but when I'm playing this, when I've been going to Holland and France, I've been trying to look to see if there's been any sort of like differences, like in the road sort of layouts and signs and stuff. There's been some, but not a lot major. But I suppose because it's all in Europe, to keep things uniformed, it's kind of good to try and keep everything possibly a little bit the same, but I don't know. Waffling. See, again, there's no need for him to pull over because there's nothing in front of him. Oh, there was. It was going that way. My fault. Again, I don't know the roads, so. Beautiful part of the country here, though. Bit of stutter there again, and sometimes that makes you crash too, because the game stutters, and then you start to panic a little bit. You're like, oh, how can I brake here? And you realise you can't. I'm going to try my best to minimise taking any risks, just because of the AI, you know, and the AI does make you take risks, but I suppose that's pretty much as it is in real life. You know, when you get some, like as they describe them as Sunday drivers, because they drive like in the middle of the road slow, blocking everything up. It makes you take risks, I suppose. But I'm going to try and minimise that today. By being patient. And enjoying the ride. I hope you're enjoying this one. It looks really nice. Not much pop-up again happening. Lately I've just been not focusing on the pop-up, and doing that makes me see it even less. Slow down a bit, let that guy in. I like my mirror. I can see a guy sitting on the seat. Can you see him? That's quite cool. There's another Flixbus behind me. So I'm doing about 70 odd miles an hour. We're only on an 80 mile an hour speed limit here. Some roadworks. Just take it easy through here. 60 miles an hour. I've not got my hand on the accelerator or anything. I'm just letting myself sort of drift down there. And that's because I'm going downhill, it's keeping me on the speed limit. There we go, we're out of that. Now I can increase my speed slightly. Yeah, it's a much better drive today. I was so looking forward to the Paris run, and I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it, especially up to Lille. I thought that was really cool. But then when we got to Paris, the traffic was horrendous. It just kept crashing in the back of me. And all I was doing, straight lines like this, normal speed, under the speed limits. And then at the bus station, it was not marked out clearly which way to go. So I followed the green-orange line, and it took me around the wrong side of the entrance. And then I was stuck. And do you remember at that roundabout, there was a guy pulled straight in front of me while I was going round it and supposed to give way, and I ended up being stuck on the roundabout, so we had to reset. Yeah. Let's try and minimise that today. Mind you, I did have the double-decker bus. I will set a line up for Berlin down to maybe Vienna via Prague with the double-decker, and see how we get on with that. Not today, obviously. This is going to be a long enough run as it is. This might even be more than 2 videos, I don't know. Look at that beautiful scenery. It's almost like the Alps. Does Germany, I know Austria touches on the Alps, so we must be close to the Alps. Again, I'm just not going to take risks. I'll stay where I am. Because I've noticed with the AI that they slow down and then they rocket. Look, see, they've gone. So I'll let them do that. Doing about 80 miles an hour, so you know I'm happy with that. Or kilometres, whatever you want to call it. See how they just slow down. There's no point in me trying to race on the other lane, because there's no point. Isn't Germany just so vast? It's just ginormous. I am expecting some of these rest signs and stuff like that to occur, just simply because it's a long old trip. See, there's a car there. See it? Look at that. What was that about? I'm minding my own business, going at 60 odd miles an hour, and he still has to push in front. To what? And now he's stuck behind those lorries, and he's stuck between me and the lorries. White van driver. White van driver and taxi drivers are the worst. Shouldn't be allowed on the road. Taxi drivers take risks, and white van drivers think they own the road. I mean, when you're coming onto the motorway, if there is vehicles in the lane you're trying to get in, surely on that turning point you wait, because it's like a giveaway, But I don't know. I don't know. Slight bits of pop up there. Not too bad. No game breaking. So, if you are thinking of buying this game, do realise that I would say 60 to 65% of it is motorway, okay, driving, and then the rest is in city. I mean, you can create your own routes where they're like from city to city, so like you've got cities close together, you could possibly make routes like along the routes of those sort of thing. But I quite enjoy these long journey ones, they're quite cool. Although the motorway can be a bit tedious. We're 165 kilometers away from Prague. My top bar is not there at the moment, which is a bit weird. And that's random as well. Sometimes it shows up on your trips, and sometimes it don't. Imagine being a truck driver, long distance truck driver, and having to do this for a living, or coach driver every day. See, again, I'm caught right up with this traffic. I've not done any extra speed, I'm only going at 75 miles an hour, and I've caught them right up. And you've got to think to yourself, why? There's nothing in front of them, there's no turn off due. Looking at the Dresden one, is we've got to go around Dresden, into it, then back out again. It looks quite strange on the map. We won't do the petrol just yet. Might do it after Prague. I thought about jumping in there and doing the petrol thing, but might do that after Prague before we go to Dresden. Keep an eye on the right. There we go. One's going to jump out in front of me if I'm not careful. Rather than giving way and being patient. I'm quite a patient person in life, really, but driving would drive my patience to insanity levels. Sign coming up here. It's not my one, so okay. The other Flixbus is still behind me. See, now that police car just pulled right in front of me. What is that about? So what I'm having to do a lot on this trip, as you can see, is slow down. It's just because of the erratic AI. But yeah, what an amazing game though, eh? Aren't we lucky to have these sort of games? If you're into sort of like simulating stuff like that, we're so lucky. I did like the sound change then. Yeah, I'm off work today, so I might have another crack at some more Resident Evil 4 today. There is a video on my channel, the first hour, if you want to check that out. There's loads of these Fernbus videos on there, and it's just simply because I've only done about 3 or 4 trips, but they go over 2 videos because they're like over an hour long, and these PlayStation will only let you record up to an hour of footage and then it will stop, so I have to split the video into 2. Still doing okay. Watch the speed. I'm going up to 100 miles an hour now. That's what I said I wasn't going to do. And try and keep it around 80. Between 70 and 80. It's much more controllable. And I can enjoy the game more then, because I can enjoy like the scenery and so if I take my finger off, does that thing that I put on that retarded help? Yeah, it does. It slows you down. That's quite cool. There is a cruise control as well, which obviously you can use for these long trips, which will make you sort of cruise around that same sort of speed. fed me tarantulas this morning. Sorry about that, guys. Just checking my phone. I fed my tarantulas this morning. Did a few feeding clips, so expect a tarantula video on my channel. It's been a while since I've really posted one. If you're into your spiders. Got some good film reviews going up on my channel. Next few weeks we've got a couple of the Gates of Hell films. We've got Winnie the Pooh horror film going up. Just pausing it for a minute, guys. Simple reason being my window's open, because I had it open just to let fresh air in the room, but it's starting to get a bit chilly now, so I'm just going to close that. Oh, come back to the video. Oh, see how far we're in. Okay, we are 40 minutes into this video, so I think what we'll do, we'll get to Prague and then we'll end this part of the video and go to the next one up to Dresden. This could well be a 3-part video. Beautiful scenery over there. This must be the Austrian Alps. We're about 50 kilometers away from Prague. Oh, obviously in real life this will probably be about a 3-4 hour journey, right, if not more. If this was real time, this game, I don't think I would be able to stay awake for that length of time just driving down the motorway like this. I believe there is a radio mode, like with music and stuff, but obviously I'm not going to be doing that because of copyright. Don't want to get stung by copyright, do we? Don't know what that is over there. Some sort of factory. It's like a train tunnel up ahead. No, come on, Joff, you're not on Train Sim World now. Just took my speed down slightly there just because it was so dark in here that I couldn't see what's this going to be. I hope I get screen glare on the way out. No, sadly. Oh, we're turning here, guys. Again, I would take it slow through here, just because I don't want to hit these barriers. I'll say slow, we're still doing 60 miles an hour. Some poppies. Now we're onto a different motorway, which will hopefully take us in towards Prague, as we are very close to our stop. just 17 kilometers away. So I'll take it this is Prague. Hopefully this is what this sign will be telling us up ahead. Is Prague, is that Prague? Obviously I'm expecting Prague to be like the English spelling of the actual town, but is Prague the actual name? Prague's supposed to be beautiful. Going over the river by the looks of it. Yeah, that looks splendid. Very majestic looking place. Is that a landmark ahead? Prague Cathedral or? What a beautiful looking place. Just needs people, mate. Have we got? Oh, we are in the red, aren't we? It just needs people, doesn't it? But I do love the architecture. Very nice. Here we go. Off we go. I was too busy enjoying the scenery to think about stopping at lights. Wow, look at this majestic building up in front. Very nice. Anybody from Prague, I really hope it's looking like Prague to you. I wouldn't know, never been there. Somewhere I'd always love to go. Turn in here. So it looks like we've reached Prague. Just got to find my bus stop now. Oh, excuse me guys. Alright, one today, sneezing and coughing and... So I've got to go up here.
Alles verschüttet. Danke.
Prague unlocked. These are horrible bus stops. So, we've reached Prague. So let's get everyone unloaded before we end the video. Parking brake. get everyone unloaded. Their bags. Oh, someone's put a bag in. So, let's have a little look at Prague. Does that look like Prague, guys? It looks stunning. Looks very, very cool. So, next one will be on to Dresden.